Hello everyone and welcome. You're not going to actually see me until the end today because today I've got everything set up for you and I'm so excited to be using the beautiful new hot foil tool that we have here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. You're going to love using this. Now let me just go through and run through what you actually get in your package. So you'll get your plug, your cords that are over here, you'll get them, and your little magnet. This is a magnet cord that actually clips in, and you'll hear it go click click. You'll see that the light is flashing. Now this is getting ready. So while this is getting ready, I'm not going to touch it because it will get hot. It takes a little bit, around 7 minutes to come on. Hello Tanya, how are you? But what I want you to see on, you won't see it, but when you get yours, you will see it. You've got centimeters here and here, and you've got inches down this side and across here. So that gives you a pretty good idea that it's going to be 15 centimeters and 6 inches. So that gives you a pretty good area of where you can actually place your dies. Okay, now also you're going to get a tool that picks up any of the hot ones that you're using, like your plates, these ones here. Okay, so I'm going to just sit that on there because I'm going to do that one first. These dies are absolutely fantastic. They're done a little bit different. They're a different color, and you can sort of see they've got a different texture about them. They're not pointy or sharp. They don't cut. So they're a different type of plate. Absolutely gorgeous, this one. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. So, but I'm going to go through the steps with you. So you get your platform, and you get your silicone mat underneath. This silicone mat is to place your machine on. The one with the X's is to place your machine on. Then you get your little tool to remove your dies. I actually ordered 2. I mean, this one came in the kit. I actually ordered an extra one because of my hand. I thought it'd be easier to move some of these bigger ones with 2, and it definitely does. These have got magnets on the end of them, so they'll pick it up. And then you've got your shimmer, which is the green one. And then you have your plate, okay? This one here, it goes over the top. And then you've got your silicone sheet that you're going to pick up your dies and place them there. So we're going to do that. We're going to put all this together. Now this is just bipped, and I don't know if you actually heard it bip, but I had it on a little bit earlier because it takes about 7 minutes to warm up. So be mindful of that if you're doing it in a class, or if someone's going to use it, be mindful of that. I'm going to use the big die because I think you can see this better over here. And I'm just going to place this on my hot foil machine. So I'm placing it down like this. And then you cut your foil to the size that you want. I've cut my foil to 13.5 by 13.5 by, where did I put my foil? I had it here. Here it is. 13.5 down that way by 9.5. That way I can also mat it if I want to. So this won't cover the whole of the machine, the whole of the die, but you'll get the whole pattern on that. So once you've put that on there, you put the shiny part of the foil face down. So the shiny part of the foil kisses the die, okay? I know it sounds really weird, doesn't it? But that's how it works. And then you grab your cardstock or whatever you're using. Today we're doing vellum, and I'm just going to add the vellum over the top of this, okay? And then I'm going to come in with my shimmer, which is my green one. That one's going to go over the top. and then I'm going to come over with my plate. Now once they're all on, I press the little button and I wait for that to buzz again. Okay, that will buzz. So you can sort of see when you're cutting your foil, you have to be a little bit mindful to keep it straight. Okay, so just cut it as you need it is probably the best way. The foils come in beautiful rolls like this. So we've got our gold, which is gorgeous. It has got a little round dot here that you need to take off that holds it down. And then we've got our silver as well. Now my little dots I've got to put back on here because I was using them earlier. So I'm just going to hold it like that and hold it down flat and go like this. And I'm just going to get that little dot and I'm just going to stick it to the end, just so it holds it into place when I put it back in here. The silver, the gold, so I'm just going to add the gold one on here. So I've got these little tapes that have come off and I'm just putting them back on so that they stay nicely in place in the container. And then we have our pink foil as well, which is absolutely beautiful. How do you like that? That is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So you've got the 3 colours that you can choose from at the moment. Now at the end of the video I will put a link to the catalogue because that way you can print it out or you can see all the ones that you can use. Okay, let's see, did that bip again? When I'm talking, I'm not sort of concentrating on this. Now, you will get an instruction sheet on here, and I suggest that on here also you put your order number and the date you received it because it has got a 1-year warranty for using Stampin' Up stuff only on this, okay? So make sure that you fill it in so it's on your sheet and keep this in a safe place because it does give you the instructions on how to do everything and how to set down. Now the other thing that you've got here is your little magnetic clip, and I'm just waiting for this. I'm not quite sure whether it bipped, and that gives it a bipping sound. So I'm going to run this one through anyhow because I think it's been there long enough. And the cord on the end there, you just press down on it, it will turn everything off, okay? So just press down and pull it out. When you snap it back in, you're just snapping it back in there like that. I'm just going to, let's go with that again. So we've got it all set up, ready to go. You can wait for it to get hot before you put all your layers on. And I'm just going to see if it bips. So it doesn't take that long. Well, it does. It takes a little bit of time. So while it's doing that, I must listen out for the bipping. I just want to share with you, like on this vellum piece here, how the gold looks so amazing on this piece that I did a bit earlier. And you can actually do white work. Like you can actually do your embossing on the back of this, which is absolutely gorgeous. This is how the dies come like this. And you can tell that they're a hot foil one because of the different colour. Okay, that bipped. So once it bips, you press your button and it will go through the next stage. That's what we've been waiting for. We're waiting for that bip. So I'll go through the next stage. So we just got to be a little bit patient for this. It just does take a little bit of time. It doesn't when you're talking and when you're doing stuff and cutting up things, it doesn't take much time at all. Now this is the negative. I want to just share the negative on this. Okay, so this is the negative side. See how it's negative? It's already been run through the machine, and I'm going to show you how you can use your negatives too, because you get beautiful cards out of your negatives as well. Okay, I know we're not going to get it all done today, but don't worry because I will be on again tomorrow twice. Tomorrow I'll be doing it with my scrapbooking at 11, and then again tomorrow night for Crafty Thursday. And then I'm coming on early at 7 o'clock on Friday to do another one, because I want you to, because Friday it goes live to customers to purchase, and I want you to sort of have a feel of what it's about. So if you can't join me, you can always come back and watch the replay. So we're just listening for this again. You can see the little buttons flashing here. So it's come on. Okay, now once the green one comes on, you just press down on your cord and pull out. Then you just lift your whole machine and you bring it over, and you don't have anything in your embossing machine. Just put your finger to the top pad so it doesn't move when you first start this. Okay, now once it's started, you're going to roll this very slowly through. Okay, you need to actually, it's like ironing it into the paper, or if that's a way of saying it, it's the rollers are pushing it down into the vellum. Okay, so we're pushing that through. Now people ask me if this is hot. You can pull this out like this with your fingers. It's hot, but it cools down really quick. So we can pop that back on there. You can remove your sheets off there. And then you'll see that this is stuck to your vellum. And then you can just peel it off like this. Can you see how beautiful that is? You can just see how it peels off really, 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 really easy. How gorgeous is that? Keep your negative. Excuse my thumb for a minute, but I don't know why that comes up on there. So you can sort of see that just comes out so, so, so beautiful. Now this is where I would have trouble with one, so I've got two. I ordered an extra one. You can hear it, and then I can just push them down and it will cool off on here. Okay, so that will cool off. So let me just share with you another one that I did here. So I'm just grabbing it. Is the frames. They are absolutely beautiful, these frames. You get lots of different sizes in here, and you can see that the gold ones are for the machine. The black ones are for die cut around them. Okay, so only the gold ones go onto this machine, not anything else. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there for a minute so you can sort of see how that looks. I put two on there, so when it went through, I put two, which looks amazing. But what I actually did also then, I'm just looking for my other piece of paper here, which I don't know if I've got sitting here or not, but that's okay. I actually used this part again, and I put it through again with another pattern on it. And it still came out. I'm just looking where I put that. Up here, I think. Nope. No, I put it somewhere. But keep that negative because you can still use it. Okay. I did a pink one as well. Now I want you to have a look at the two different. Can you see that they're different? This one here has got a solid line on it, where this one's got a line and a line. This one I actually accidentally had the plate upside down, and it came out with a solid line, but not all over. But it's a really grungy look, but it still worked that way, and I was quite surprised. That was an accident, but it still worked really well. Okay, so that's a really good tip on that too. On that one. So the vellum is just absolutely amazing to work. I want to come in and share also another one. We have the beautiful alphabet. So you can sort of see you've got your gold here. They're the ones that go on the machine. Okay, they're the ones that go on the machine. So we need to make sure that we put the right ones down. We have our butterflies. So we've got our butterflies here, and then we have our die cuts here that will cut around it. Okay, so just got to be very mindful of this. And then this one is the words. So once again, it does all the words at once, and then it cuts all the words out. Now, when you cut the words out, they look like they're very, very close to the edge when you're lining them up. But actually, the closer they are, the better, because when you actually go through the cutting machine, like your die cut machine, there's actually got a border around them. Okay, so they look awesome. Absolutely awesome. We then have also the beautiful big leaf. This is gorgeous. Now, I'm going to show you this on here. This one I did in silver, and then I coloured it with the shimmer pens, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. So I don't know if you can see the shimmer, but it does look gorgeous. So that's silver foil on that one. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, got lots of techniques to show you over the next few days, but let's do one more through the machine. Let's plug our machine in because it takes a few minutes. We've got to wait for it to bip, remember. You've got lots of vellums that you can work on then. You've got all your things. We're going to do butterflies this time. So this is cooled down now. So wait until it cools down. And when it cools down, then you can pop it away in the container. Okay, so you can pop that away. We're going to grab our butterflies. There's a grungy one here. There's all sorts. There's some big words here. Oh, there's so much. So much. But I'll show you more over the next few days. I don't want to get you all too hard to remember everything. So the first thing to remember is to set your plug in. Put your plate onto your silicone mat that's got the X's. It's going to see how they've got X's underneath them. X. So this one sits on top of that. Plug it in. It will take about 6 to 7 minutes to heat up. You'll hear it beep when it's heated up. That's when you can put your die down. Okay, so the thing that I love about the butterflies is it's got masks to go with it. Oh my God. So you can colour them as well with the mask. So you've got your solid one here. This is the one that we're using. You can feel the difference. And that one's our cut out one. So we'll just put that over there for a minute. So this is gorgeous. So we're just going to wait for this to go beep. And then we can put this one on. But while we're just waiting, I want to show you the alphabet. How gorgeous is that alphabet? I've just put it all on like that for this one. And you could add some things over the top of that as well. Okay, hi Kay, hi Jeanette. Good to see everyone coming on today. Over the next few days, you're going to learn so much on how to do things with this machine. This is a negative. This is a negative one. I've used the secret C. This is one of the words, look, big word. And I've used the negative underneath that with the one of the other new in colours. Close to cloud. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so really gorgeous using the negatives. So don't throw your negatives away. Don't waste your paper. Okay, so let's wait. This is going to bip. Okay, you can sort of tell when it's going to bip. Well, you can now. But you can line this up into here. Now, you've got to remember, this plate is hot. You do not want kids to be putting their hands onto there. Okay, And then when you get your bit of foil, it's going down the shiny side onto your die. Okay, so we want the shiny side, the flat side facing up. We're going to grab a piece of vellum. Okay, I've got lots of vellum and card cut up ready for the next few days. So I've got lots cut up. I like to have them cut up ready to go because the machine, like I said, okay, you can use tweezers. I have got a pair of tweezers here, so you can use tweezers. And your vellum will curl. So when you're placing your shim on it, you can sort of see through it to make sure that it hasn't curled up. Okay, and then put your cover one on and then press the button. You'll see the light now has changed to yellow. So you've got red, yellow and green, okay, which is really important. Like I said, it's got a 12 months warranty for using Stampin' Up supplies through it only, okay? And the good thing is your instruction sheet, please remember to put your order number, the day you bought it, your order number, and on the back here, okay? So that if anything happens within that 12 months of that date, you can send it back to Ring Stampin' Up, okay? And you've got all your information on your paper. So that's an important little thing to do straight away. So once this is in the machine, you just got to wait now for it to bip again, and then we can release this. Now, this little catch here, the little plug, is magnetized. So when you're actually detaching it, you just press down on it and pull it out. Press down and pull it out. And when you're actually putting it in, it will sort of go click. It will sort of, it's like a magnet, it is a magnet, so it just automatically pushes well in together so that you know that it's actually clicked in to place. Okay, so you know that it's in there and you'll see the lights go on and everything like that. So now we've got the green light on. We push down on this cord on the side, the lights will go off and we just pull it out, okay? Then you just pick the whole machine up like this, okay? Pick it all up, bring it over to your empty die cutting machine. Put your finger on the top plate, just on the top plate, just to hold it while you first start winding it through, okay? Because that will keep it nice and steady and you're gonna wind through nice and slow. Now, because we always rush and we wind fast, this is a definite wind slow because you've got to let that foil take place onto the paper, okay, or your cardstock or whatever you're doing. And then you can pull this out. You can touch this then because it's not hot now, it's cooled down, but it's still hot on that plate. Okay, so remove your shim and your top plate and you will see that's underneath. This happens if you're cut your foil way too wide. This will happen on your plate, but it won't affect the plate, okay? It won't affect it at all, but I just wanted to do a couple of wide ones. They talked about it, so I just wanted to share that. But I like to try to cut my paper and my vellum to the size, okay? And then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to pull it off like this. How beautiful is that? Now the good thing about it is I've got this beautiful negative with the butterflies as well, so I want you to keep that. Don't throw it away. And then like I said, I bought an extra one of these. You get one in your kit, but I find it easier with two with my hand, okay? So you just press the little button to pick it up. You'll see that it magnet, and then just press the little button to release it, okay? And let it cool down. Now make sure you cool your machine down before you pack it away as well. Make sure you really let this cool down. Now I want to share one here of the butterfly that I did a bit earlier, and I used the negative piece underneath, and then I ran it through an embossing folder. So I stuck the negative onto some card, then I ran it through the embossing folder, and it gives it a really shiny look. And then I used the pink foil, and I used also the masks. Okay, in the butterfly one, we have our masks, which are the same as our other masking ones. Okay, so they've got the little point at the top, the little V at the top, and they're numbered. So number 1 goes down first, over the top, and then number 2, number 3, and so on. Okay, so we will be doing some colouring with all these tomorrow. Today I just wanted to share all what went with it and how to put that foil on, because it's so important to know how to do that, which is really lovely. Now I want to share with you cutting the foil. Okay, so I'm going to put that piece over here as well. We've got lots of pieces to do tomorrow. Another little thing with vellum though is that I do want to talk to you about this today. Oh, this is the other one that I did on that piece of vellum, on the foil before. I did this pattern as well. So I did 2 patterns on that earlier one. So I did this one here. I did the frames first, and then I did this pattern as well. So I got 2 lots of vellum done out of that beautiful piece of foil there. Now this side here, I'm going to put it on a pink bit of paper. This side here I have embossed. Can you see the beautiful white embossing? This side I haven't. Okay, so this side I have, and this side I haven't. Now, when you're putting your vellum on paper, you need to think about what paper you're going to put it on. The soft pink works really well. Our soft blue is not too bad. That works pretty well too. It still pops out the white. Our yellow is a nice colour as well. It sort of pops it out. It sort of works okay. Soft sea foam. You'll see that looks really nice underneath it as well. The green, the soft sea foam. And then you've got your white. So you can colour the back of your vellum as well. Okay, which is really good. Now the colours you really don't want to go with is dark colours like this. You don't want to go too dark. This one's okay, but you don't want to go too dark. But this one's, you can see the embossing through it, but you won't get colour through it. It'll be more of a neutral look, but that's okay. Okay, I love the neutral look as well, because you get that beautiful emboss look, and you still get the foil look. Okay, so that's just explaining a little bit about the papers, because it does make a big difference with that when you're doing that, when you're putting your cards together. Have a think about the papers that you're going to be using. So we're going to get the paper trimmer. Yep. Where did I put my paper trimmer? Way down the other end of the table. Hang on a minute, guys. I was cutting up down this end because, why? Because it's so hard to put everything up this end of the table. Okay, so I'm just going to move that a little bit out of the way, just for a minute. Just going to move this over to the side for a minute. And move this. And we're going to put this in here. Now, when you're doing your foils, you've got to be very gentle. Let's go with, what colour have we got here? I got pink. Let's go with the pink one. So you're going to come in from under here and slide it under. Okay, so you're going to slide it under, and you're going to bring it across. And I'm bringing mine across to 9.5. That gives me my card front. Okay, I don't want to do any more than that. I don't want to waste it, and then I'm just going to cut through it. Okay, very easy. Try not to mark this side. Let's do one more. So just pull it to 9.5. Make sure you got it lined up to the top so it's straight. Okay, and then just bring it down and cut it. Wind this back up and then pop it back into your little box. Okay, pop it back into your box. Because this way you keep your foil nice and it doesn't get all scrunched up and it doesn't get marked. Okay, so we've got a couple of pieces there to do. So we're going to need to plug this in. So we're going to bring this back over here and we're going to plug it back in again. Here it goes on and it starts off with that red button again. So that's a good thing. Excuse me for a minute, I'm just going to grab a tissue. And while this is warming up, I'm just going to grab a piece of card over here. And you can use any colour card that you want underneath your negatives. Okay, so I've got my negative here. This is my gold one. And I've got green behind it. If you want a different colour, you can put a different colour. Now this is where you're going to use your, you're going to be using your seal. It's here. And your silicone mat, okay? Now, when you're using your seal, always start off on your silicone mat, like this. It makes sure then that when you're going around, it's going to flow nicely. So if it's not flowing, back onto your silicone mat. Okay? On your silicone mat, get it started. Come around. And the same here. Now you don't want to do lines all the way through. You just want to do it like this, okay? And then you want to turn it around and you want to line it up at that top here. And you want to then hold it up. See what happens when you're going to remove some of the foil if you put it down earlier. So line it up. And, whoop, my fingers don't want to go straight today, but that's okay. We're going to do it a bit crooked. It won't matter. If you put it on crooked and you lift it, this is what's going to happen. Okay? You're going to take the foil off the back. Okay? But that's okay too, because maybe you say to yourself, okay, I want to just put some foil, use my thing for some foil. You can pull this off. Let me pull it off. Fingers, come on, work. And you can pull it off. And you can sort of see that it's working. So now you can add some more of this on here. And you can add this on here again. So it's the shiny piece down. So we're going to come on here. We're going to press it on here. Now this is dipped, so we can actually get our butterflies. Where are they? Here they are. We'll put our butterflies on here. Then we're going to put our pink foil down. Okay. Then we're going to grab some vellum and put our vellum down. Then we're going to put our shimmer. Okay, the shimmer, and then your heavy plate, your die cut plate. Then you're going to come back and press this button. Okay, now we're going to pull this off. Oh, I did it the wrong way. This is when you do it the wrong way. Can you see that? You've got to put this side down for it to come out. Okay, so we're going to pull that off, and you'll see that this will end up with glue on that. So we're going to put this side down. We're going to rub this. Now, this is just using up little bits, if you've got little bits that you want to use up. Okay, so you can sort of see you can use up, and you sort of get that dainty print of the butterfly in there as well. So just come through and pull that down. Just bring this up, rub it on. You can get lots of different techniques happening through that. Okay, so that's one way you can do it. You can use your seal. Okay, and you can put it on. And can you sort of see how you get the effects of the butterfly through there as well? Okay, I'm going to show you how to make a card like that tomorrow. I just wanted to share that little tip while we're waiting for this. Okay, so this is finished. So this is now going to be picked up and put through our machine. Grab that top plate, whoop, hold that top plate before you start winding. Just hold it into place and then start winding. And very slowly. Oh, that's one thing you must do, is to unplug it. My God. I didn't unplug it. Talking. I didn't break it, but it won't go through. No, it still works. Won't go through if you got your plug. Unplug it. Okay. Don't do that. Don't leave your plug in. Okay. Did that frighten anyone? Okay. So peel the back off like this. And then you've got your beautiful colour here. Hi Pam, I just saw your name come up. And Christine, good to see you on here today as well. Okay, so you can sort of see there's lots that you can do with this. Now, your plug is important. Please make sure you unplug it before you go through. You will see that it will pop out and make that horrible noise if you don't. Please don't do that. That just goes to show that it won't break, but you don't want to do that, because that won't be covered under your guarantee if you do end up breaking that off. Okay, but it is a magnet and it will come in like that. Okay, so we've got it back on again, and once it's warm, keep going, because it won't take as long to warm up now. Okay, it won't take as long to do the warming up. Okay, now we've got these, let me just find them. We've got these beautiful words as well. These are individual words. So let me grab these out. Did I give you a fright? I give myself a fright. Okay, so I'm going to line these up. We've got happy birthday. You can do probably, what's this one? Get well. So you could probably do 2, maybe 3, but I'd probably just do 2 on your words on that size that I've got going on this size here. This is 9.5 by 13.5. Okay. So once that bips, we can put our face down, so the shiny bit face down, so it's kissing the die. So whether it's the gold, the pink, whichever, you can have it facing and kissing the die. Some things you're not meant to do, some things you can do. Okay, so just be a little bit mindful when you're playing with your machine, because you can break it if you don't watch. Especially if you're in teaching a class, make sure that maybe you have a sign up or remind the ladies quite frequently to unplug it before they put it in here. Okay, so you need it still plugged in while you're doing this part here. And we need to come over with the shim. Whoop. That just stuck straight over there, so come back. You can sort of see how that can come straight down over the top. You can sort of see I've bent it a little bit there, but I'm not worried about that little bit because it's not where the words are. Okay, if it was, I would try to take it off and redo it. Now, once it bips this time, you've got to release your hand, your plug. Okay. So we're just going to let that go through. We've got lots of negatives here for tomorrow and the next day. I've got lots of negatives, got lots of positives. So these are your positives where you've actually done the beautiful emboss on it. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at the colours. That one was another mistake. See, doing the die upside down. It sort of nearly came as a solid one, which is quite lovely, but it's not designed to do that. But it looks really good. But that, another mistake. So just remember the gold nuggets are important, okay? And this is the way it's meant to look, like this. Absolutely beautiful. So we've got lots to make up tomorrow. Our beautiful butterfly card. Oh, I love this, but we're going to do a different one tomorrow, but I've done embossing on this as well. Absolutely gorgeous. We did some masking on this. This is gorgeous, but this is the little word. Have a look at the little happy birthday. That's out of the little words. That's really, really gorgeous. How gorgeous is that? Now let me show you another card because we've got a few little cards here. This is another one. Now this is using the negative of the butterfly and then just bringing in one positive over the negative. So you got the negative in there. So this was the negative sheet. So I've just used my seal around the edge, not through the center, just around the edge. And I put it on some cardstock and I ran it through an embossing folder, which was the bricks, the textured bricks, and it looks amazing. And that sort of pushes it into that seal as well. And then I brought this one in over the top, which is gorgeous. So, love that one. You have to tell me which is your favourite. And then this one, remember I was showing you how to do this? That's what I've done on this one. I've done it around the edge, but have a look at this rose. This is one of the ones that comes with it. I've actually told this up, but have a look at the little bits that I've actually just put a little bit of, and the little word there. How gorgeous is that? Just by using the leftovers on the seal. Okay, but you must cover the whole of the seal. So just keep pushing it down on it and lifting it up and pushing it down on it, and you'll get that beautiful. Yeah, you can use vellum or cardstock. I'm just doing vellum today. Tomorrow I'm going to use the two-tone, and then I'll use just the normal cardstock. And then I'll show you how to do some watercolouring as well. The watercolouring is absolutely beautiful on the watercolouring paper. So this one's another negative that you can bring in. And I've just added some colour on there, and you can bring in your negative on there like this. You can bring any colours in that you want under your negatives. Okay. Just waiting for it to... So what did I forget to do? I forgot to press the button. And you'll see, was it flashing at me? It was flashing at me, and the red light wouldn't come on, or the yellow light wouldn't come on. It was sort of flashing dull, telling me that I needed to press the button. Okay, so once you sort of press that button, then it will start going through the process of what it needs to do. Okay, so another little thing to remember was once you put your shim on, your plate on, you need to restart the machine to set the foil. Okay, so you need to press this button again. So you can sort of see that's an important stage. It would just keep on flashing at you like it was flashing at me. I could see it flashing then. But I wanted you to see that it will flash, but it won't come, the colours won't come out. You won't see the red or the yellow or the green. It will just keep flashing, okay? And if it keeps flashing, you're thinking, why won't it bip? Why won't it bip? Because it bips when it finishes, and you go, why won't that bip? Come back and check that you have pressed the little button, okay? Because if you haven't pressed that, it won't go through the next 3 steps, okay? So that's an important thing to do. So it's going to turn off in a minute, and then we can unplug it. There you go. Unplug it, so pull your cord out. I've already done that once for you. I'm not doing it again. It's very frightening when you do that. I've done it, only done it twice. Once because I accidentally did it, and that time because I wanted to share with you, and I was very mindful to be very careful. Okay, so bring this out. Sit that back on there. Now these are warm, so don't let kids touch them because they are warm, okay? They do get a little bit of heat behind here, and then you do get the heat in here, okay? That is hot. You don't want to touch that. That's hot. Now, look what I did. So what did I do? Does anyone know what I did there? I forgot to add my vellum or my cardstock. And this is what's going to happen. Okay, and you could feel it when it went through here. It's going clunk, 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 clunk. That's because of that. So let's do that again. It won't affect your work. Okay, it won't affect it if that happens, but I just want you to know that will get very hot because it's been right on there, no paper over the top of that. Okay, so couple of little mistakes that I've made purposely today just so that you can sort of see what not to do. And look, it really is important because it is frightening when you make a mistake, especially if you're new to crafting and you think, oh my God, I've just broken my machine, or I've just really put that out of whack. Just if, like when I knew that was going to happen, so I made sure that the cord didn't go all the way through because I didn't want that to happen, and it won't go all the way through. It will pull on it. Okay, so let's just do this one more time for you before we go. Okay, so 9.5. It will come off your plates from what I've been told, but I haven't tried that yet. So when I find out how to do that, I will share that with you. I haven't done that yet, so I will share that with you. But what I'm wanting you to realise that this won't affect your work, okay? From what I've been told, this can happen, and from what I've been told, it's happened a few times to people in the office, Stampin' Up as well. They've said, oh, there's pieces all on our plate. But look, that's okay. Let me just grab some vellum because we need some vellum on there now. So put your vellum over. Don't forget to put your paper because that's the important part. Keep that negative though because you can use that for doing those edging type things. So we're going to put this down now again on here. Oh, guess what? Plug it in and put that on there. Just going to let that click. It will heat up probably a little bit quicker because I've got these on a little bit earlier. But that's okay. There's no right, wrong way but you can affect your, especially when you're running it through your machine. You've got to be careful of your cord, make sure you unplug your cord. When you're actually doing your foil, you've got to remember to put your paper on, okay? Your bits of foil like these, like I said, we've put some seal on here while I'm waiting for that to go. I'll just put a little bit more seal on here. And to get to this running, use your silicone mat. Now this one here has got the words on it. No, that one's the butterfly. This one's got the words on it. So now I can sort of come down and put the colour on there, rub it. And then, oh, done it again. What did I do? I did it the wrong way around. But you don't have to worry about that because just turn it around, okay? Put your paper back down and pull it off that way, okay? So there's no right or wrong. You'll learn not what to do and what to do. So when you're doing it on here, this shiny bit goes down. When you're doing it on your seal, the shiny bit comes up because you want to get the colour onto your seal. Okay, so you want to keep doing this until you do it. And you'll see that you'll get the pink happening. So just make sure that you put it on, give it a rub. You get some silver and pink, gold and pinking together. It does look very effective when you use it, okay? It does look very effective. Look at that. Now you can do a grungy over the top of that, okay, so, which is really lovely. I will show that later. Okay, let's get this. So we're pressing that now, because the first stage is done and we just put all that on there. Tweezers are handy to have if you've got sensitive skin, okay? You don't want to burn yourself, so tweezers are good, okay, to use. And you can use up a whole lot of different foils on here by just adding your seal to it, but you've got to cover your whole lot of seal so it doesn't come sticky, okay? So we're going to finish in just a minute. This one's just going to go through. We're just watching the little button. It's now gone yellow and it won't take long until it goes green. And then you can sort of see, you can add as much or as little, but how gorgeous that looks on the card just by using the seal on it and bringing in that beautiful rose. We have got this gorgeous grungy. How gorgeous is that? I love it. We have got so many, and I did buy an extra set of plates as well when I ordered mine, so I've always got another set there if I need to. But look at this grunge, look at this. Oh, see, they're gold, so they're foil ones. Look at this one. Oh my God. They're just beautiful. Okay, we're just about finished. Unplug, turn off at the power point because that's our last one for today, so turn it off. Bring it through your machine. Now you'll hear it not go clunk, 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 clunk like it just did before because it had no cardstock in it. Did anyone hear that? That little clunk, clunk, clunk before? So there's some of the things that you've got to be very, 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 very mindful about, okay, with your machine because you don't want to damage your machine, okay? So off with this. Off with this one. This one gets quite warm. And then you can pick this up with your tweezers and then you can come through and you've got your get well and your happy birthday, which is lovely. And you can just cut them with a die cut around them. Okay. Now these, don't forget, I've got 2 of these. Take them off with them and put them on your silicone mat to cool down. Okay, let this cool down before you put it away. Okay, I'm going to come up and say hello. Hello, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that today. I wanted to just go through some of the things you should do, some of the things you shouldn't do. So just let me refresh your mind. Don't forget to put your order number and the date you ordered it, because you've got a 12 months warranty on your machine. Only if you look after it properly. Don't do what I was doing. Don't do that. Okay. Don't worry if it comes out on here. There is a way, I've been told, to clean it, but I haven't worked that out yet, and they haven't actually said that. But I did buy an extra lot of these as well. These plates do get hot if you keep playing with them through and through and through. So just be a little bit mindful of that. Don't let kids touch it. Don't let kids put their hands down on your machine. If you've got a bung hand like me, you might want 2 of these to pick up the big ones, because they just click on. They're magnetic. I love that it's all magnetic. So you can do that. Don't throw away your negatives. Your negatives you can use for making beautiful edges on your cards like this here. Okay? And I showed you how you can actually do it, but you need to cover all your seal. You need to go through and make sure that you rub that foil. Make sure the shiny bit is shining up when you're doing the seal. The shiny bit is shining down when you're doing it on the die cutting machine. I hope you enjoyed the to and the from, what you can do and what you shouldn't do. So I will catch you all tomorrow at 11. I'm doing a scrapbook page tomorrow, and I'm going to bring in some of this, maybe some butterflies or something. I'm not quite sure what we're going to use yet, but we'll do something. But God bless you all. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you all enjoyed learning a little bit about the machine. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me or to leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you. God bless you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.